Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper. Alright, some family member gave me this link right here, and this is a way to listen to ham radio on the internet. I haven't quite figured out ham radio for myself, but this right here is a really nice way to do it, and that's the link. And this actually pertains to North Carolina. We have some family members in Yancey County, and we haven't gotten any ham radio signals out there, so I don't know if their repeaters are down or if they've been totally blown away, washed out, whatever. But there's a nice little link there, and guys, I have to give it to the ham radio operators. They are going out and they are doing wellness checks for people who are concerned about their mother or family members that they just can't get to them from where they're at. But with the use of email and the ham radio and phone numbers that are still connected, they can let those people know that their loved ones are okay and that they gave them some supplies, and it's just very comforting. So I'm going to play this. It's probably about 20 minutes long. I'm going to this will give you a gist of this website that you can go to.
I just want to give an update. Earlier I had requested one of my two requests for the welfare check. This was for the Higgins. The family did hear from them and they are doing well. Okay, just to confirm, that was for Higgins on the call coming in, so everybody's okay over there. Over. Yes sir, that's correct. Thank you, sir. Noted in the log, NC4JB, listening. Net control, this is K4SWL. Go ahead. Roger, I've got a few things to pass along. I'm here on Long Branch Road in Swannanoa. I've got about 3 messages here if you've got the time. Stand by 1 second.
He says that the Mount Mitchell repeater tower was down for maintenance.
Go ahead. Wellness check that I was requested by Kilo November 4, Tango Bravo November, KN4TBN, David. He had asked about wellness check for Teresa Ranch Road.
I'm saying that was
I
probably
didn't
by
see
design.
Teresa today, but I spoke with her neighbors, and they had spoken with her that very day and said that she's doing fine. She's like everyone else here, cut off. But she was doing fine. All right, I copy. Wellness check requested by KN4TBN David for a Teresa Road. You were unable to speak with her directly, but neighbors say she's okay. I'll copy. Roger, that's exactly it. And I now have a wellness check request I'd like to make. Ready to copy. Okay, this is requested by Robin, R-O-B-I-N, and here on Long Branch Road. And she would like a wellness check for Christine in Marion. And the address is 41 Drive. And there's actually, I have a cell phone. I'll pass the cell phone and house phone number. I don't think either one of these will work, but we can include them. It's 828. The house number is 828. She's an elderly woman living alone that is not in the best of health. And no one in her family, no one in Robin's family has heard from her. So they just want to do a wellness check. Okay, understood. And do we have a phone number or contact information for Robin? Actually, you can contact me. I'll have to walk down to her house to give it to him because we don't have cell phone service up here or anything now. So you can contact me, good in QRZ under K4SWL, but you can send it to K4SWL at QRPER.com. Just double checking, that was Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima at Quebec Romeo Papa Echo Romeo.com, correct? Roger, that's exactly it. K2DMG. K2
to DMG. Good to hear from you. This is NC4JB. Go ahead.
My apologies to everybody. What was supposed to be a 5-minute break, I think, turned into about 45 minutes, and that is because we had to have a meeting. And we're going to go ahead and pass some information to everybody on the net. I want to make sure that I am not interrupting any emergency traffic, so I'll break. Okay, this is K2DMG. We are at the EOC in Statesville, North Carolina. And we had some information to pass regarding what's going to go on from here tonight. The official net that we have started tonight will be ending here. And the reason we're going to end early tonight is not that anybody's doing anything wrong. I don't want anybody to think that is the case. We're doing what we all should be doing, and that's helping our friends and our neighbors and strangers. But the net has moved from yesterday from people wanting to get calls out, and we were handling traffic from cell phones and text messages for people, and now we're moving into today where there was a sudden change break. Today where the net has changed from we're not taking many phone calls out or text messages out, we're sending multiple people in. And while that really sounds like a great thing, it's I don't want to say a liability on our part. That's not the correct wording, but it's a wording of at least of a better word, I guess. But it's a time frame going into the 7 o'clock hour here and sending people into harm's way, and we cannot confirm the road conditions. We feel that it's a good time now to shut the net down and continue operations tomorrow morning. So that is where we are at right now, and I hope that everybody on the net understands. Break. And I hope, what people do when we get off of the official net, we can't stop that. But going into harm's way in the dark is not going to be a smart idea for anybody's part, because we have some numbers that we have been told of the death toll, and none of that has been released yet, and it is a lot more dire than people even understand. So we do not want to add to that break. So with that said, we are going to give a little more briefing that we had today, and we're going to close out the net officially at the 7 o'clock hour. But anyway, so let's start with how this all came together. Yesterday, I saw a need to do this, and myself and a few of my closest friends in amateur radio came together to do this for everybody. And we got contacted by the EOC to move up here and work from the EOC, in which we did. Break. So we're going to go ahead with the official announcement that came out of Buncombe County earlier today. There was a 10 o'clock and a 4 o'clock briefing, in which we will continue doing that as of tomorrow. But right now, officials in Buncombe County are not doing welfare checks. They are in a rescue and recovery, and they are not able to go door to door to do welfare checks for individuals at this time. There has been a phone number and a website established for that, and while we want to do our best to help that effort, going into the nighttime hours is not smart on anybody's part. So that website is BuncombeReady.org. Repeating, BuncombeReady.org. The phone number that you can dial if you do not have internet access is 828-820-2671. Repeating, 828-820-2671. Also, Canton, Bryson City, there is a boil water advisory. If you're in Canton or Bryson City, boil water before intaking it into your body. Highway 251 is impassable per Buncombe County. There is 1 million MREs incoming to Buncombe County, along with 20 trucks of water. Break. With that said, none of those trucks, we have been told, have made it there yet. They left, I understand, early this morning out of the Davie County area, which is just east of where we are in Iredell County, and they still have not made it into Buncombe County. We will hopefully get an update on that at the 10 a.m. briefing tomorrow. Donations have been set up, Brig. The money donations are set up at Helene Donations at BuncombeCounty.org. Helene Donations at BuncombeCounty.org. If you're looking to volunteer, that's Helene Volunteers with an S. Helene Volunteers, plural, at BuncombeCounty.org. And I can tell you just from the Statesville side of it, our airport is absolutely packed. The Iredell County community alone is come together, and we are flying supplies out of Iredell County to the hard-affected areas. Duke Power has no estimation of power restoration. 15,000 linemen from 19 states, including Canada, are now here in North Carolina assisting. They request that you stay away while they are working due to live electrical lines that are down. Break. State of North Carolina has agreed to supply water into the region, although there is no timeline for that. I'm sorry to report. Black Mountain on Highway 9, Ingalls reportedly had water earlier. If that is still there, we don't know, but we want to pass it to you. Moving over to the other sheet. There are 3 shelters going into the nighttime hours. I'm going to give these shelters again. Break. We got the A&B Tech Center and Conference Center. That's located over on Fernhurst Road, over near Victoria Road. And that is available for anybody needing shelter in the Buncombe County area. Also, anybody that has a medical emergency or requires medical care, your request is to go to 10 Genevieve Circle. Repeating, 10 Genevieve Circle if you require shelter with medical care. Stand by for the next. The Ag Center in, I believe that's in Fletcher, somebody told me, is full. They are not turning people away even though it's full, but if you do have animals, that is the only one you are able to go to. So if you have animals, please go to the Ag Center, and they will do what they can for you. Buncombe County officials are also reporting multiple private organizations are helping, but could not answer who those organizations are at this time. And we have seen that here in Iredell County with multiple organizations coming together to give food, water, and supplies. They also report that helicopters are dropping water and food in the hardest hit areas that have been cut off, but would not give any other indication to further distribution sites later on. And as I said, several tractor trailers with water are en route. Break. A lot of people have asked recently why there's no water. I've received messages galore about it. Why is there no water currently in Buncombe County? Why were they not prepared for this? Well, the answer is they were. They had stockpiles of water in Swannanoa, and as we'll get to in this press release, Swannanoa was pretty much wiped off the map. So all that water has been destroyed by the way we understand it. We've also been told the National Guard is on site working in a civil type of work, cutting trees and other type civil work. They are not working in a military capacity. Okay, on to Weaverville. Weaverville chief reports most of his roads are open, but the town has no water and no electricity. Break. He doesn't know of any commercial water that is available, so right now, I'm sorry, there is no water available in the Weaverville area. That could have changed since this morning, but that has not been reported if it has. Multiple water rescues were performed in Weaverville with 15 rescues, and this is past now, but starting tomorrow, the prescription pad will reopen to drive-through only. They closed today at 5 o'clock, and we put that out for everybody to hear earlier multiple times. Swannanoa. Break. Swannanoa, per the fire chief, has experienced complete devastation. He was very upset during his press conference, and he says crews have been trying to go up Highway 70, but have been fighting at the roads and the conditions, trying to get up 70. Parts of old Highway 70 are completely gone. He says the entire area will have to be rebuilt. He also stated that there are 2 private helicopters that probably by now have dropped food and water at the Harley store off of 40 and at the firehouse. He also stated the old Beacon site is completely gone and complete neighborhoods are gone. They have been completely washed away, and the death toll is expected to rise, as we said earlier. Black Mountain Fire Department was supposed to be on, but there was a technical difficulty. Buncombe County Sheriff Miller says that there are 10 confirmed people dead thus far in Buncombe County alone. Sorry, I timed out. That there's 10 people confirmed dead in Buncombe County, and numbers are expected to rise there. As for highways, 26 east and west south of Asheville, we have been told are open, and 26 into Tennessee to Johnson City is completely closed, both east and west, or north and south as some people know it. 40 is completely closed from Asheville west, and is impassable at the 3-mile marker completely because the road washed away and fell into the gorge. That is going to be closed for months to come. Emergency vehicles are allowed to get to 40 westbound, but no vehicles are allowed out of Asheville on 40 or into Asheville on 40. Break. We had a report from a ham earlier today. I don't know if they're still out there today, but the Pisgah Brewing Company on Highway 70 in Swannanoa has shifted all operations to producing water, and they're handing out water for everybody. We also have Starlink sites that are popping up everywhere. There's been honestly too many to tell now, but we even have storm spotters that have come from different states that have brought multiple Starlink satellites into the Asheville area. I'm sorry, I don't know if there's more than that other than up at, what is the name of that college? Mars Hill University has internet access up there that they are giving. And then there's also some other people that have offered internet free at their homes if people wanted to come park. There was another one, too, that I would like to give everybody, but I'm going to have to find it here. I'm sorry, I actually just remembered about that one. There was a gentleman that was giving out internet at his business, and I'm sure I'll find it here. But anyways, if I find it, I'll come back with that. That is pretty much all we have to report at this time. It has been my great honor to help everybody in the affected area. I know we've been concentrating on Buncombe County, but unfortunately that is the only county that has been given regular press updates. As most people understand, western North Carolina is a very, very rural area with the exception of Buncombe County. Some of these counties have populations less than, 3,000-4,000 people. So these are very, very small counties in this area, and the terrain is not easy to get through. So as I was saying, it's been my great pleasure to help everybody, and I hope I have been able to pass information. I hope I've been able to pass information for people and get some relief, because I understand being cut off from the outside world is not an easy thing in today's world. We don't understand how to survive without cell phones and internet access anymore. We have just been born and ingrained into it, and people don't remember times before it. But thank you for all the communities that are coming together and helping each other. Continue to let these first responders work. They're doing everything they can. This is going to be a massive, massive cleanup for everybody. And as I said earlier, some unofficial numbers have come out on death toll that we're not going to release yet, but the numbers are staggering. And I will tell you, they are into the hundreds. So by all means, please be careful out there tonight. We will meet with everybody back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. K2 DMG. K2 BMG, I have a welfare check I need to advise on. Go ahead on the advising of that. Let me first try direct contact on it. This is N1 CIS. Check control, Whiskey 3, Hotel Support. Alright, stand by, Whiskey Uniform. Let's try to see if we can get this information passed. Stand by. Go ahead with the other station. Whiskey 4 Alpha Papa Bravo. Whiskey 4 Alpha Papa Bravo. November 1, Charlie, India, Sierra. Are you on this machine?